every society that had a radical change, that thrived after decades of drought, had the youthful generation leading the society into such era. Lee Kuan Yew, go check history books. The youth must be involved for the society to move to the next level of development, of nation building, of progress. The youth, where is the energy? It's with the youth. Where the older generation, you need them. You need them to help set things right, to advise, to push. I'm not saying kick the old generation away. No, you can't. You shouldn't even do that. But you need the energy of the youth. You need their restlessness. Not restiveness now. The youth must be restless for them to turn the wheel of progress of a particular society.
The salary of workers remains a punishment for their hard work. The reward of teachers is still in heaven. The dream of an average Nigerian today is to leave Nigeria for any country except Nigeria. We thought we had seen it all, and we thought we had seen the worst until we saw Nigerians gather at Ukrainian embassies on their knees, begging the ambassador to let them travel to fight for Ukraine for the sake of fleeing Nigeria. I believe our founding fathers are turning in their graves. Poverty has become a stakeholder in the country. Hunger is the breadwinner in many families. Fuel scarcity is now a citizen of Nigeria. Lecturers on strike endlessly. Health workers languish in embassies looking for greener pasture.
Writing that work, Let There Be Light, I knew I needed to send it to the Nigerian society. Eventually, I damped the consequence and spoke truth. Which one matters most? The big man that will be disgruntled if I should speak the truth to him, or my children's children who may be liberated, whose future may be liberated if I would speak the truth. So I decided to speak the truth.
Sadness beclouds my heart to know that song Sonny Okosun sang 39 years ago is still relevant in Nigeria today more than it was in 1983.
How I started poetry, I started creative writing, at some point in my life, I knew I had the gift of words. I knew I could put words together and they would sound so good, but I didn't know what to do with that gift. So gradually, my pen became restless. Then I began to write. I found an audience. I began to speak to them. But note, I never set out to be a writer. I never set out to be a poet. Actually, I wanted to join the military. 4 times I applied to join the military. 4 times I was kicked out. I think the 5th time was the final straw that broke the camel's back. And I thought, what? I wanted to serve the country. I wanted to join. It was about service. And truly, it was about my passion. Let's defend the nation. But when I was kicked out 4 times, I started to look inwards. And I think my father told me at that point, Deji, I think you may have to find another career path, which I didn't know. But gradually, I drifted to the path I'm on today.
I long for a leader who understands that commerce and industry is all we need to raise Naira from the dead, not his hatred for foreign currency. A leader who holds the gavel of justice in one hand, the scale of equity in the other, and a living conscience that will not allow him tilt the scale in favor of his clan.
I've always been optimistic about Nigeria. I don't have a choice. I'm sorry. I just don't have a choice. So I share the optimism. First and foremost, we are gradually getting there in terms of taking people away from apathy towards politics. Now there's this consciousness, especially among the teeming population of youths, which is a fantastic thing. We've never seen it before. The last time we saw it was during the NSARS movement. Youth came together. That was a chance Nigeria missed, a chance to unite the country. The youth united, Nigerians united, are void of boundaries. Politics, religion, nobody cared about where they come from, about the religion, the practice. It was just for fixing a particular situation. So we missed a chance. We may think, maybe we thought we quelled a rebellion. No, we killed a spirit. Anyway, story for another day. Now, apathy. Gradually, we are sweeping apathy away, which is a very good thing. Nigeria has a large, vibrant population of youth. Imagine if these youths don't engage in politics. What is the future? The same set of half-baked, half-prepared, ill-prepared, not prepared people who come to lead. Now, these youths they are interested. Good. Secondly, they are hopeful. They are hopeful that, okay, this candidate, that candidate, this and that. It doesn't have to be a particular candidate. The fact that there's a place, they tilt their mind towards someone is good. Now, who is this person? This is where people like me, the creative, the minds of the society, this is where we come in. The kind of people we think we want. No, it's not about name or party. No, the kind of Nigerians. Sometimes people follow blindly. They say, oh, I like that man. He dresses well. He speaks well. But speech will not lead a country. Dressing will not lead a country. So I'm quite optimistic. I'm very, very optimistic. I'm very, very hopeful. And now you can see a paradigm shift. The Nigerians are thinking at this point that their votes will count. And I believe these votes will count. And if these votes do not count, it's still okay. Their spirit will carry us to the next level where our votes will eventually count at some point. I shared the optimism, I shared the faith, I shared the hope. Hope, faith, optimism, these are some of the most powerful things you can have in a society that can help you push a society forward. When people are hopeful, it's a force. It's powerful. When people have faith, even in someone, in a government, in a system, it can power a rocket when they have faith. So I share the optimism. I'm quite optimistic that 2023 will be a year we will get it right as a people. Maybe not, I don't know, it's not about choosing someone, but it's about let our votes count. Let our voice be heard. So poetry for me is a tool for communication, for information, for history telling, for documentation, and as well an outlet for me. My first degree, I studied philosophy. Then I did journalism, postgraduate diploma in journalism from International Institute of Journalism. Then I did masters in media arts. Then currently I'm doing a PhD in media arts. So I never really did literature. My work, Let There Be Light, the poem, was inspired by the state of the nation. I'm a Nigerian. I love this country so much. Everywhere I go, anywhere I go, the arrow points back home. And at some point, I became restless about the state of the nation. And the same way, the only tool I have is my pen, is my words. So my mind won't let me rest until I write something about what is bothering me. So at that point, when I was writing, the state of the nation was bothering me. So I decided to write. After writing, there was a stage to present it. Leading me to the second thing that writers, poets, artists should do in the society. We should be the mirror of the society. We should be able to speak truth to power. We should be able to speak the mind of the people. It may be a little difficult to do. It may be perilous, believe me. It may be dangerous. Some people call it dangerous. But Who are we not to speak this truth? What is our purpose as creatives, as writers, as poets, as musicians, if finally there's a message within us and we wouldn't bring such out? A Yoruba proverb says, "Baba mo bi anlo, amo bi atimbo," which means if we do not know where we are going, we should know where we're coming from. Now, about the current administration, at some point, you should be able to realize that you are not doing so well and have the listening ears to listen to the people. Voice populi, voice Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Listen to them. Then maybe you can retrace your steps and start to do things right. Maybe this administration is so adamant. I think they actually don't think anything is wrong. And sometimes I may not blame the highest leadership. Sometimes it's the people surrounding the leader that are the problem. Sometimes they do not tell the truth. So my grouse is coming from the perspective that, do you not know we are suffering? Do you not know that Naira is in a casket of shame? Don't you realize the people are hungry? Don't you realize the people are angry? Don't you see that we are retrogressing? If eventually there is no denial, perhaps I wouldn't be so much disgruntled. But there's a lot of denial going around. Why are you denying this? Assuming we all realize, okay, there's a problem. There's a massive problem. Let's come to a round table to solve this problem. Maybe I wouldn't have these grouse. Maybe I will be writing about, how do we solve these problems that all of us have realized that we need to solve? But when the leaders are in denial, what can the followers do? I'm going to be very blunt about this. I do not trust any man or woman again who aspires to leadership in Nigeria. I'm sorry. We trusted one the last time. We're falling flat on our faces. So, even be a priest, be whatever you are, be the holiest in the Islamic enclave, in the Christendom. I don't think I can trust anyone anymore. But I can speak of what the qualities I want in a leader. So let me tackle it from the qualities first. The poem says, "Carry my voice to the heavens and the cosmic forces behind the existence of mankind. I do not seek a president of region, religion, or political affiliation, but a true Nigerian who has Nigeria encrypted in his DNA. A compassionate leader who will hear the voice of the people as the voice of God." Let me tell you clearly, once a leader is compassionate, half of the problems of the people is solved. A leader that will not want to see you groan, see you suffer, will do the last, will sacrifice his money, his time, his effort, his sanity to make sure you are not in pain. That is about compassion. Now, what makes you a true Nigerian? Is it because you were born around here? I would say no. Is it because you carried the Nigerian passport? I would say no. Is it because you have Nigerian parents? I would say no. It's about patriotism. It's an ideology that says, swim or sink. If Nigeria goes down, I will be down with it. Then you know Nigeria must not go down. This is the kind of leader I'm looking for. Not the leader who has packaged his travel documents in case things go wrong. A leader who knows where to pass through when his health is not in good shape. A leader who knows where to package his children to if education is unstable. Believe me, I'm sure most of the children of the so-called leaders are out of the country now. ASUU has been on strike for how many months? Over 6 months. Do you know the implication of that? Some children of the regular Nigerians have been home, eating the food that is not available in their parents' house, spending the money that is not available in the parents' house, because the parents cannot send them abroad. But the leaders, well, immediately they package their children, if the children were caught in this ASU strike. So I do not need such leaders. I need the leaders that will realize that the Nigerian problem is their personal problem. That was why in that poem I said, a true Nigerian who has Nigeria encrypted in his DNA. We have seen such leaders in the past. That you would know this one is Nigeria head to toe. We don't see much of that anymore. We see half and half leaders, half and half Nigerians. And I'm not talking about citizenship now, like, oh, this is where his father is from or his mother. No, this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Nigerian in spirit. Accidental leaders. These are the people we see all over the place. And I'm not angry with anyone. Mark my word, I am not angry with a particular leader or a particular party. I am not for party. I am not for any person. I am for the well-being of Nigeria, the well-being of Nigerians, the future of our children, our children's children. If we do not fix this country, we will all go down with it. Rome was not built in a day, but there's a clause to it which says, the citizens who built Rome did not run to Athens when the bricks were falling. They stayed back to build Rome. The same thing with Nigeria. The people that will build Nigeria will have to stay in Nigeria, will have to be part of the crisis in the country. Insecurity regime, economic downturn, education is in the gutters. So these are the kind of people that can rebuild Nigeria. And when you see someone with such qualities of the kind of leader I mentioned in that poem, Let There Be Light, then I do not mind. Whatever party they come from is none of my business. Whatever tribe they come from is none of my business. Believe me, enough of tribalism in this country. I do not care. There are terrible people from the east, from the west, from the north and south. Middle belt, if you say. There are fantastic people from the north, east, south, west, middle belt. Fantastic, same with terrible. It is not about where you come from. It's about who you are. It's about your disposition to the country. It's about your disposition towards the next person to you, your fellow Nigerian, your fellow human.
So, find us a president to pull Nigeria out of this dungeon. A president flowing with milk of kindness, who will feel the pulse of the people, listen to the beat of their heart, and hear their groan behind sealed lips. That I do not seek a president of tribe, of region, or religion, but a true Nigerian who has Nigeria encrypted in his
I would say, let religion die so humanity can succeed. Let tribes die so Nigeria can succeed. This is it. This is the kind of leader I'm looking for. If it's from party A, party B, C, D, E, I do not mind. Just give me this leader that can give a future to my children and children's children.